Hey everyone, welcome back to the Rose Herd. It's Katrina here, and today is the beginning of my birthday week. And to get started, I gotta get my hair done, activate vacation mode. And I wanted to share this with you because I know that Mérida is, one of the top destinations for people to move to, especially for Black people and Black women in general. Most of the people that I've met here have been Black women, and a big thing for us is hair care. So I'm at Knotty Opulence, which is a hair salon here. She runs it out of her home. She moved here from, I want to say, North Carolina last year. And I'm going to be sitting down with her while she's doing my hair and asking her some questions about, where to get hair care, products, what things she's found here, things that she brings in, and, types of things that she recommends for maintaining your hair here. So before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I'm still finishing my campaign to reach 500 subscribers by my birthday of June 19th, which is in like 4 days, y'all. So let's get on that. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. And now let's go.
Hey, so we're at Knotty Opulence Hair Salon in Mérida with Nay. And like I said, I wanted to do this video because hair care here is, a big concern amongst Black women. And I was like, let me talk to a professional. I'm gonna be looking a little bit crazy in here, but it's for you. All for you. So the biggest thing, I want you to introduce yourself and your salon, talk about what type of services you offer here, anything that you want to share.
Okay. As you stated, I'm Nay, last name Marable. I am a licensed natural hair care specialist here in Mérida. I have an in-home salon suite here, fully equipped to care for natural hair, all natural hair types, whether that's a loose natural, locks, micro locks, whether you like to keep your hair in protective styles such as braids or sew-ins. I know how to do it all. I have over 20 years of experience. I think I started out braiding hair when I was about 14 years old. So you're in good hands here.
I can't even cornrow. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm one of those people that just never learned.
And it's okay. I may have some braiding classes.
Me and my sister were literally talking about that to ask you. I said, if you want to do like a braiding for dummies class, I'd be all over it. I want to learn. And I was like, I'll grow my little pinky nails just for braiding, okay? Like, I want to learn.
I got you.
And when she says fully equipped, y'all, I'll show you after. I mean, full, bowl sink with the reclining chair, dryers, everything.
Steamers, everything.
All of it. Yeah. And you sell products here as well, too.
I do. I keep design essentials stock in rotation, shampoos and conditioners, oils, and I'll also be dropping a hair care line here in the near future.
Ooh, that's exciting. And you sell hair too for braiding?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And where are you getting these from?
What, the
products? Oh, well, all of it.
Oh, everything comes from the U.S. I have to travel back and forth around about every 3 months or so to get what we need here. I haven't, as of yet, found a supplier here in Mexico that has the, I would say, top quality products that I know and love.
Right.
So I'm doing the traveling right now.
Okay.
So let's figure out something else. The tariffs and things. That's my favorite right now either. So.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also that. This is just a random question. Though, it says when you bring all these products in, like, have you ever been stopped with the amount of liquids and bottles that you have? Did they charge you extra for bringing in?
I just got charged extra this last trip I made, and I feel like it's because I came through Cancun. I took a different route than I usually leave out of Cancun, come back through Mérida airport, and I never have any problems. But I went back through Cancun, and I think they charged me an extra $40, but it was probably $500 worth of product.
Okay.
So it was already a lot I paid. I didn't want to pay no more for it.
Right.
So yeah, a little damper on that. But aside from that, no, not usually. I don't usually have problems. But getting the stuff here initially, almost a year ago now, we drove from North Carolina, so to bring my dryers and my steamers and all that, it was quite a feat.
Yeah.
Quite expensive.
Yeah. You know us, we were right behind you, like 2 months behind you or so, driving from Virginia. So yeah, but you guys had like a moving truck, like a trailer.
Yes, we had.
We did
drove
not.
our SUV and we had like a 7x16 trailer behind us.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I know people show in the media Mexico is like all these barren deserts and little remote towns. Baby, it's mountains the entire way. As soon as you cross the border, you got about a good 3 hours before you reach the mountains. And it's like that until you get to like Campeche or whatever, the state right next to us, where it gets down flat to the ocean. Yeah, so that was a trip. And you made a trip with who?
My family, which is my 5 children, ages 2 to, well, she wasn't 2 yet, but she was like 1 all the way up to 8 years old, and my husband. So 7 of us.
And animals.
Oh yeah, and my dog. Yeah, my dog. So. Do not recommend. The kids and the dog wasn't even bad. It was just the rest of everything else and the anxiety of all
the anxiety.
The anxiety. Through the roof.
So I'm a big baby. We cried almost every day. Every day you got, and like once you finally get here, it's like the relief. But going like through it, I mean, it's so. They tell you not to drive at night, but you're not gonna make it here. You're not gonna make it if you don't drive at night, and there are no lights in those mountains. None, unless you're coming up on like a gas station.
Not a street light inside. Not one.
We've got a visitor. Hold on. All right, we're back. Yeah, so we were pretty much just like talking about the drive here, and as Nay said, she did it with 5 kids plus a dog, and all of their things plus a trailer with them. So that was definitely hard. But again, she did it for y'all, and to have income, because this is a great business model to have. She's the only Black hair salon here, the only one. Now there are some other people that offer like braiding services, either where they are or they'll come to you. There's a Cuban guy here that does blowouts or whatever. But as far as like a full actual salon that you can go to in full service, the only one. So, and that was just, for a year. So when you were getting started, what were you doing to take care of your hair here?
Well, full transparency, I cut all my hair off just because I was shocked. When I left from North Carolina, I think I had micro locks. I had just installed some micro locks in my own hair, and with me being a hairstylist, so I don't keep my hair one way very long, so I had threw some faux locks on top of my micro locks to kind of try to get them to speed up the locking process. And when I got here, after traveling 9 days in a car, 2 breakdowns included, my hair was so dirty. Like, I've never seen my hair so dirty in my life. So went to wash it. No, we're taking the faux locks down. I say me and my husband were taking my hair out, and I cut one a little bit too short in the front. And, I don't know if I cut it or he did, but either way, I was like, looking at it in the mirror, and I'm like seeing all this dirt, and I'm just like, I've never seen my hair this dirty, and I just didn't want no hair anymore. I was like, my scalp got to be clean. I don't even know how I got this. I guess the sweat accumulation and all that over them days of being in the car and out in nature and stuff like that just kind of rattled me. So I just cut all of it off now. I was bald for at least a good probably 6 months.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
So for people that maybe can't afford to travel back and forth to the States every 3 months or so, where can they find products for their hair here?
Right here. Now I will say, due to import fees and things of that nature, you will find that the products that I sell are a little bit higher than normal because I do have to account for the import tax and traveling back and forth to get stuff. Right. I have been dibbling and dabbling with some of the local products that are available here. I have found some hits and misses along the way of
Tell us about those.
the trial and error. So I used to be a really big fan of Shea Moisture products. So they do have those in like Sally's. Every now and then you may find them in Walmart. But over the years they've changed the formula and stuff like that. So I don't care for it. And it's only one specific type too.
So they have here the hibiscus one, the curl cream.
Yeah. So that wasn't my favorite one anyway to begin with. But if that's your jam, it is here. And I also like for loose naturals and curly hair, Mark Anthony Strictly Curls. That brand, you can get that in the grocery store. Soriana, I've seen it in a couple of different places, and they have different levels of curls within that brand as well. Matter of fact, this is their argan oil that I like pretty good. It's the dry styling oil that soothes, frizz, and for shinier hair. So as a whole, that whole brand and line, I do care for that.
Really? That's good to know because I have been bringing products here. Like every once in a while, I'm using Miel Organic, that anti-frizz one. And I had that pomegranate honey one a little bit, but that's about to run out. But because, they're a little bit pricier and I can't get it all the time to stretch it, that was like first shampoo, I'm using Cantu. Now you can find the entire Cantu line here because that they do have, but it is. Yes. But as that first shampoo, this hair is going to get the Cantu. But I really don't want to. My hair tends to be dry already, and with the humidity here, it definitely gets drier. Which I was telling you, I was like, usually I would wash my hair like every week, maybe a week and a half. But here now, since summer has really hit, I've been doing like Sunday and Wednesday or Saturday and Wednesday or whatever in between just to put some water into my hair. So what are some things that we should be looking for hair care here?
Okay, so I did want to also ask you, when you're washing your hair, are you washing it with a cleansing shampoo? Are you using a moisturizing shampoo or something that's sulfate free?
So the first wash I was using the cleansing with Cantu, and then following up with Miel Organics line.
Is it a moisturizing one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, so that's the perfect combination. Just getting a normal spray bottle with water instead of going through the whole washing process, because washing is strict natural oils. Just a plain water bottle, using it every day, and then filling it with oil. That will help go a long way for moisture. Making sure your products that you use, whether it's a leave-in conditioner or if you're using like any type of other products with for curling, enhancement, or anything like that, that the first ingredient is water, because that's what.
Not alcohol.
I
know that one.
Yeah, no alcohol, no parabens, none of that type of stuff. Also, another tip: if you can find aloe vera juice, like the humidity here, aloe vera juice is a humectant. So it draws that moisture, if there's any, in the air into your hair. So that is a good product to use in lieu of water. Rose water is also good. Flowers here are pretty reasonably priced. Get you a bouquet of roses. When they start to die, boil them and make you some rose water. That also is good for our natural hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Learn something new.
So yeah, the basis always needs to be water. So doing some spraying every day, every other day. Also a good tip. I'm sorry, I just thought about it. When you are in the pool, because I know we do that a lot to just stay cool. Taking a dip in the pool. Make sure you wet your hair before getting in the pool and putting some type of barrier. Even if you have braids, it doesn't matter. Put either a leave-in conditioner or an oil to create a barrier between your hair and the chlorinated water. Because if you get in the pool with dry hair, just like your hair like
that chlorine will break it off.
The chlorine's gonna break it off, but also dry hair is thirsty, so it's gonna soak up the chlorine. If you go ahead and wet it with something prior to and create that barrier.
It has
the
nothing to
chlorine is
soak
not,
in.
yeah, it's not soaking into your hair. So that's how you avoid the breakage and everything. And then also after getting out of the pool, rinsing your hair again to get rid of that chlorine.
Science. Science. Okay.
Yep. So
okay. So yeah. Any other tips you got for us? Yeah, I think that's actually something very new for me since like maybe in the past year or so from our exploratory trip to here, like doing more and more protective styles. Like, so I've been natural since 2017. So June 2017, that was the last time I put a relaxer in my hair. Thank you. And it was like a lesson too. They were like, don't do this because I had that relaxer in my hair and wasn't until afterwards we were going to go wash it out, realized they didn't put the neutralizing shampoo in the box. And thankfully I had an extra one upstairs from a previous. I was like, I would have been completely bald because I was not ready to do big chops. So I had to do gradual grow out, cut, grow out, cut, grow out, cut. Okay. But I feel like it's still a journey, even though like in a couple years I'll be at like 2 years. I feel like I'm still learning my hair. I mean, well, one, it took a while, obviously, for all of the relaxed part to grow out, and just figuring out what to do with it in the interim. I have no hair skills. I've got like a good 4 styles that we can do consistently. So I was like, if you want to do that class, I will be there. Thank you. And I was definitely blessed for my mom. She did not put relaxers in our hair early. We didn't do a lot of braid, mainly because we didn't have no money to have braids in our hair anyway. That's an expensive lifestyle to keep up, getting your hair and nails done all the time. So it was literally just this natural hair until maybe like 4th grade or so, maybe in 5th. And I had to ask her for it. And when we did get relaxers, we were not going that every 4 or 6 weeks because she was like, that's too much. Yeah. So we would go like a couple of months and then do a little top up. And I was like, thank you, Mom, because now I still have all of my hair. Thank you.
That's one of the main things I adore doing children's hair. Without the extensions, you will see my girls with extensions more often than not, just because I'm a hairstylist, so I'm constantly doing other people's hair, and the extensions does help you keep a little bit longer. But I love doing children's hair and just getting them to seeing their hair and knowing that their hair is perfectly fine the way it grows out of their head. So.
And that's beautiful too, because not everyone can do children's hair. Not everyone wants to do children's hair.
Right.
As a former teacher, children are a lot. They're a lot. So that means you can come here, bring your daughters with you, and both of y'all have someone to look after your hair. Now, what about for men?
I would say don't leave the sons out.
I know some get their hair. Yeah, they do. They do.
I do men's hair as well, braids, locks, or whatever. If there's something else you want, then just let me know. But yeah, anybody and everybody is welcome.
And what about barber?
Now I can do a little clean you up in the back. I don't do nothing else.
Okay.
I stay in my lane with that. I used to try to mess with my son's hair a little bit when he had his locks on top, but
no. Okay. No barber. Sorry,
Coyote Barber. That's who you go see.
Coyote Barber? Where is that?
Mr. Coyote is he's a Dominican barber here that most of the expats use, and also Craig. I don't want to mess up his last name. I think it's Whiteley or Waitley. He's an expat barber. He also cuts hair.
Okay, I'll have to find their information, but I'll have Nay and Coyote, Mr. Coyote, and Craig, I'll have them linked in here so that you guys know where to go to get your hair done. Thank you so much for doing this. I literally asked her this morning, y'all, if she would do this, and she graciously agreed. Is there anything special that you have coming up? Any sales, services, events?
Not necessarily hair related, but
that's okay.
I am the founder and curator of Afrovita, and we are doing our first annual Sunset Trail Ride for Juneteenth. This coming weekend on Saturday, June the 21st, 5 to 10 p.m. And as well It's powered by Afrovita and my nonprofit foundation, Raising Resilience. So,
and the hotties.
And my dance group. Let me not forget them. The Hold Down Hotties will be doing our first live performance at the Trail Ride. So y'all in the area, come out and check us out.
Yay! That's super exciting. Thank you so much, Nay. I really appreciate you. Y'all. We are now complete. See if y'all can see the back. We love it. We love it. And as soon as these loosen up a little bit in a couple days, we'll be good. You know when it gets tight and it feels like you got Botox. But yes, we're ready to go. Step 1 for birthday stuff is complete. And we thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so hair is complete. Don't know if you guys saw it that well in the mirror, but we are vacation ready. Hair-wise anyway, so I gotta get my nails and everything done. But yeah, when you guys are here in Mérida, you know, connect with Knotty Opulence if you want to get your hair done while you're here, just to test out the experience. Again, I'll link her Instagram and stuff in the description box, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.